Mr. President and Vice Chancellor, it is my honor to present to you Ms. Isabelle Hudon, a prominent figure in Quebec and Canadian business landscape, and as of recently, Canada's ambassador to France. It's with great emotion that I present a dear friend, une femme que j'admire, car à travers tous les moments de sa carrière, elle a su demeurer fidèle à elle-même, à ses valeurs, à ses amis, à ses principes. Throughout her career, Ms. Hudon has demonstrated a shrewd leadership and dedication to corporate diversity. She has made clearing a path for women in business her mission. C'est en donnant l'exemple que Mme Hudon ouvre cette voie. Sa plus récente réalisation est historique. Je suis fière de dire qu'Isabelle Hudon est la première femme à être nommée ambassadrice du Canada en France. In promoting Canada's bond with France, she will be able to draw from her rich experience and her demonstrated resolve as a business leader. Ms. Hudon's most recent corporate leadership role was an executive chair and senior vice president of client solutions at Sun Life Financial. She joined the company in 2010 as Quebec president and helped spur broad growth. Entre 2010 et 2013, les ventes d'assurance de la financière Sun Life au Québec ont plus que doublé et ses ventes de produits de gestion de patrimoine ont plus que triplé. Ms. Hudon has shown an understanding of change and has led the adaptation to change in her organization. We live, we know, in an increasingly busy and connected world. As a response, Sun Life, under the leadership of Isabelle, launched Hella, the first ever digital coach in the Canadian life insurance industry. Using big data and machine analytics, Hella offers tailored information and advice to clients. Beyond Sun Life, Ms. Hudon's leadership has benefited the Board of Trade of Metropolitan Montreal, where she was the organization's first woman again, president and CEO, and its nearly 200-year history. Sous sa direction, la Chambre de commerce a lancé Cap sur le monde, un programme de stage de formation en entreprise pour les nouveaux immigrants. Her distinguished board memberships include Hydro-Québec, Canada Councils of the Arts, Ultra and Through, and many others. For her radiant career, Ms. Hudon was recognized by Finance et Investissement as one of the top 5 in Quebec's financial industry. Ms. Hudon has always devoted her time, knowledge, and talents to the cause of corporate diversity. She founded the nonprofit l'FA to help women achieve their career goals. Ms. Hudon was a member of government advisory committee that promotes corporate board memberships for women. Mr. President and Vice Chancellor, on behalf of Senate and the Board of Governors, it is my privilege and honor to present to you Ms. Isabelle Hudon so that you may confer upon her the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
Now I would ask Dr. Hudon to make her convocation remarks.
Whenever you get to the podium, graduate, on the podium, breathe deep, and it's yours. Madame la vice-présidente du Conseil, Monsieur le recteur, invités d'honneur, chers diplômés, parents et amis. Let me start by thanking Concordia University for this incredible honor. There are many reasons why I feel privileged to become today an honorary graduate of Concordia. But among all these reasons, there is one very and unique reason, and it is the opportunity to share this special moment with my parents. En effet, mes deux parents ont passé la majeure partie de leur carrière dans le domaine de l'éducation. Et sans surprise, ils ont toujours cru en la valeur de la formation universitaire. Inutile de vous dire que mon parcours académique, tout en méandre, les a longtemps inquiétés. Papa, maman, Jean-Guy, Coco, ce premier diplôme universitaire, vous l'aurez attendu longtemps. Merci de votre patience et d'avoir toujours cru en moi. Since the moment I learned I was selected for this honor and that I would get the privilege to address you today, I've been thinking of what I will tell you. What can I say that will leave you with the conviction as you walk out the door that anything is possible, that you have the right to dream big, that you are entitled to shoot for the moon, and that you can always feel confident that if you miss, you can indeed fall among the stars. This is how I decided to speak to you about courage. En choisissant de vous parler de courage cet après-midi, on pourrait être tenté de croire que j'ai emprunté le discours de Bernard Voyer, que l'université a également reconnu plus tôt dans la journée, un homme au courage exceptionnel. En effet, quel meilleur exemple de courage que les nombreuses et périlleuses expéditions de Bernard. En ski de fond, face au froid, au vent et à la neige, au pôle Nord, au pôle Sud, à bout de souffle et d'énergie au sommet de l'Everest. In our collective imagination, it is quite striking how usually we associate the idea of courage with great adversity, struggle, and even actual pain. Courage is seen in leaders making tough decisions who are acting decisively in difficult and challenging environments. Courage in our imagination is never equaled with taking the easy road or anything that looks simple. Well, what I would like to suggest to you today is that such a view of courage is in fact incomplete. It focuses on the spectacular and on the visible. And doing so, it misses a more important dimension of courage, the actual foundations of courage. I'm a true believer that courage is much more about persistency than bravery. Courage is not about doing what is difficult. It's about doing what is right. It's acting following one's principles and being faithful to one's commitments. In fact, I would say that there is no courage without personal integrity. Et cela, à mon avis, constitue une excellente nouvelle pour vous tous diplômés. Alors que vous vous apprêtez à lancer votre carrière et à conquérir le monde, souvenez-vous de ceci. Nul besoin d'être un ou une super-héros pour faire preuve de courage. You don't have to be dominant to be courageous. Indeed, one of the most remarkable display of courage we have seen recently has come from victims. All those women who have decided to say, "Me too," and denounce the sexual assaults they have been victim of, have shown the earth how courageous they are. And on that note, I would like to reiterate to everyone here today the obligation we have to support in different and many ways those victims. And as a mother, Arnaud, there is nothing more touching to get told that your son is the one on campus renowned to be the gentleman to all women. So back on courage. I wish to leave you with that courage is in everyone's reach, provided one can look beyond the most spectacular displays of courage and can fully understand its foundations. These foundations, I believe, are a combination of three things. The first one is your beliefs, your core values, your integrity. What are the things you will stand for? What are the values you will not make any compromise on? That is something you should always be clear about and should take time to reflect about. If you aspire to be courageous, this is where it all starts. The second foundation of courage is facts and knowledge. It is the objective and rational information that you can rely on when making a decision. Scientific research, business intelligence, strategic analysis. Gut feeling can be very powerful, but there is no excuse for not seeking facts to challenge and ultimately validate your instincts. So facts are essential to courage, and no wonder this is another reason why higher education is so precious. While university was not my favorite environment, I can tell you that I owe a big part of my professional success to the fact that I always surrounded myself with the most talented individuals. Anthropologists, biologists, actuaries, economists, MBAs, computer engineers, you name it. The third foundation of courage is just as important, and it is ambition. Ambition is an integral part of courage. More than being right about something, I think that it is ambition that makes leaving one's comfort zone bearable. Without ambition, I would have never ventured so far away from my comfort zone to take the leadership of Sun Life in Quebec, and then when success was quite well established for me in the financial sector, now to move to diplomacy. I guess what you have to remember is that I'm never afraid to be afraid. When beliefs, facts, and ambition are all aligned and brought together, something special happens, and it's called courage. By no means I would suggest that courage is easy, but I sincerely believe that in most times, courage should feel comparatively easy. What I mean here is that when given an opportunity to act, of all possible courses of action, acting according to your beliefs, referring to available and credible facts, and in line with your ambitions, it should be easier to do than to be unfaithful to any of those three items. Courage will help you persevere in front of a challenge, will help you face the strongest competition, and it will help you overcome your own doubts and fear of failure. Because there's a cause you believe in, because you've made your homework, you've studied the topic, the facts suggest you can do it, and because it would frankly feel bad to pass on this opportunity to finally go after that big dream of yours. As you all start a new chapter of your life, and as we live in a world that needs more than ever to be shaped by young, bright, and courageous individuals, here are 3 wishes I'd like to leave you with. First, be clear about what you believe in, yet make sure you think and question your values. Open yourself to different perspectives and allow yourself to evolve. Clarity doesn't mean rigidity. I sincerely believe that your core values and beliefs can only benefit from being exposed to a diversity of thought and people. In fact, it is one of the best arguments in favor of parity in workplace. First, women are 52% of the population, and facts are proving that the right mix of men and women in key influential roles produces greater value in dollars, in ideas, and in sustainability for any organization. Diversity will enrich your thinking. It will bring you to look at life through different lenses. My second wish for you is that you stay curious and thirsty for knowledge. Search for facts and value rigor. Never stop learning, whether it's from your professors, from your parents, from your bosses and mentors, and also from the people you will eventually lead and the talents you will mentor. And be ready also to learn from your kids. One of the greatest risks facing business people who have success is intellectual arrogance. Your colleagues, your employees have something to teach you. Your clients too. Looking for insights from others might be the most precious skill you can develop in your career. And lastly, my third wish, be bold about your ambitions, and especially all of us women. Don't be afraid to be open about your goals and allow yourself to dream big. Ambition is an incredible driver for action, has been mine for many years, and it will be for many years to come. The future should not be about what's possible and impossible. In fact, the tools, the knowledge, and the skills that you've acquired inside Concordia's wall are so powerful that the expectations of what you can achieve and contribute to our society are now just higher than ever. On that note, congratulations to all of you Concordia graduates. And remember, the future should be about how you want and decide to shape it. Merci infiniment à l'Université Concordia de m'avoir permis de vivre ce moment très précieux. Merci à vous de l'avoir partagé avec moi et à nous tous, bon courage. Merci.
When I first called Isabelle Hudon to say that the university would like to honor her on this occasion in this way, she was not yet Ambassador Hudon. She was Madame Hudon. And when her appointment as ambassador to France was named, I immediately worried that she would be off to France and unavailable to us, and I really wanted our students to hear from her. And it was my great pleasure that before I could write to her to say, Madame Hudon, will you still be able to join us? She wrote to me saying, nothing can be more important to me, and I will not leave for France until we've had this convocation ceremony. That was a very touching moment. Thank you so much. In a topsy-turvy world that we all have at the moment, I think we can agree that Ambassador Hudon, Dr. Hudon, will represent Canada and all of us extremely well on the world stage. Thank you so much for your service.